All right, now back to the Oscars. You know, we all get to sit back, relax, and enjoy the movies when they're done. But we really don't know what goes into making them. So OKTV's Viviana Vigil is giving us a behind-the-scenes look at two of the Best Picture nominees, Selma and The Theory of Everything. Take a look.
It's a story 50 years in the making, and despite some recent snubs, Selma is a big contender for Best Picture this year.
Give us the vote! That's right. No more. We're not asking, we're demanding. Give us the vote!
Selma follows Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in his campaign to secure equal voting rights for African Americans during the Civil Rights Movement. Ava DuVernay skillfully directed the film, but she did receive a little help producing from a very familiar face.
The reason I said yes to this movie is because I think you cannot know where you're going as a people unless you know where you've been. But because we have the mighty Ava DuVernay, you're going to see it.
You know they struggled, you know they went over the bridge, and you know they eventually won the right to vote. But when you really get to the connective tissue of that story, it's just so beyond anything that I knew as a fact in a book.
Of course, someone needed to be brave enough to literally step into Dr. King's shoes, and that job fell to the talented and very British David Oyelowo.
I just feel so blessed to be the one afforded this opportunity. I think it helps that I'm British because I haven't grown up with Martin Luther King as a deified figure. My job has been to find the humanity, the weaknesses, the heroism, and just hope that all the work, the months, the years of work add to people seeing the spirit of him, not an imitation of him. And if that's what people get from watching the film, then I've done my job.
If you believe all are created equal, come to Selma.
It'll take a movie with big vision to snag the Best Picture award. And you can't get much bigger than a movie called The Theory of Everything.
I study the marriage of space and time.
The perfect couple.
The Theory of Everything traces the life of famous astrophysicist Stephen Hawking, from his groundbreaking discoveries to his struggle with Lou Gehrig's disease.
The one simple, elegant equation to explain everything. Wouldn't that be nice, Professor?
The thing that people know about Stephen, of course, is this man in a wheelchair who's wicked smart. But a lot of people don't even know that he ever walked. They certainly don't know that he has children.
But the real story here is the challenging, passionate love between Stephen and his wife, Jane Hawking, played by Felicity Jones.
Jane was just so tenacious and persistent and passionate about upholding Stephen's identity despite his physical deterioration. They kept finding a way through.
I think what's really powerful about it is I don't have a sense that he would have achieved the things that he achieved without her.
I have 2 years to live. I need to work.
I love you. I want us to be together for as long as we've got, and if that's not very long, well then that's just how it is.
I hope that this film will surprise people. About his character, about his life, about this extraordinary woman that was the fuel behind a lot of his success. Thank you.
Sorry, did you say something?
I said thank you.
A biopic wrapped in an uplifting story about love and discovery sounds like the perfect equation for Oscar gold. But we'll have to wait till the big night to see if our calculations are correct. Best of luck to all of the nominees from Hollywood. I'm Viviana Vigil.